I'm Kemba Walker from UConn. Well, the one unique quality I think I have above everyone else is probably my character. I think I get along with everybody. I think players just love to play with me. I think that's what sets me apart. But as far as me being compared to other people, I don't really see myself compared to anybody else. I feel like I'm my own player. When I shake David Stern's hand, wow, words wouldn't be able to describe the feeling. I'm pretty sure it would be a very emotional night. Before basketball, dancing was my thing. That's what I did for fun. And basketball was just something I did whenever I was outside playing and stuff like that. But dancing was my life at one point, and it was a lot of fun. I got a chance to perform at the Apollo Theater, which was very nerve-wracking because the fans in New York they're kind of tough. So I had to go out there and please them. Me and my team had to go out there and please them, but we did a great job at that. I'll definitely say that dancing at the Apollo has helped me to play in front of huge crowds. The Bogle is a Jamaican dance I used to do when I was young. You want me to do it? Oh man, I don't want to. It's a little embarrassing.
I'm Rick Jackson from Syracuse. People call me Ziggy. Right now in NBA, my game reminds me of Zach Randolph. Zach Randolph is tough, I think he has a lot of toughness. He's not the most athletic guy in the world, but he still gets it done around the basket. He has a nice touch, and I've been told that I had that same nice touch. I'm a great competitor. I'm a great leader, leader of my team at Syracuse when I was there. And I'm just a vocal leader and just like to talk and try to make a difference out there. Coach Boeheim always told me, go out there, play your game. Don't try to do things extra, because usually when guys do extra things, it doesn't turn out too well. I think I'm a tough guy. Never been hurt, really. Always fought through things, like to bang down there in the low post. Just play hard and be a great competitor.
Kyrie Irving, Duke point guard. The journey that I'm on right now, leading up to the NBA draft, is very special, just based on I never thought I would be in this position. About a year ago, I was, just like any other high school senior, just playing in the All-American games and just trying to prepare as best I can for Duke. And then now, I'm preparing for the NBA draft. It just shows how time flies, and this is a once-in-a-life opportunity, and I want to make it special where it could be a memory that I hold on to for the rest of my life. And I got the chance to go to the NBA draft lottery, and that was an experience itself. I got to meet so many NBA GMs and scouts, and it was a chance for everybody to get to know me and just get a feel for me. So I think it was a lifetime opportunity that I took advantage of with my father and my agent, and I'm gonna remember for the rest of my life. My mom passed away when I was 4 years old. I don't really remember her, but my father tells me countless amounts of stories about her and how special she was, and she always holds a place in my heart. My relationship with my father is very special. It was developed over as many years as I can remember. He's very special to me. I wouldn't be where I am today without him. I play the baritone. I've been playing the baritone for about 8 years. It's a mini version of a tuba. Many people don't know that I'm musically inclined, but that's just a hidden talent. And also, I kind of consider myself a singer a little bit. Over the past few years, I've been singing, and I'm actually going to join my church choir during the summer when I have time. It is the sweetest name I know. No, right now, I really don't have a preference in team I want to go to. I just think this is just a once-in-a-life opportunity, and it's a blessing to have the option of going to either team, or the teams having an option to pick me. I think whatever team I go to, they're going to get a special player.
Marcus Morris, University of Kansas, starting forward. Marquise Morris, University of Kansas, 6'10" forward. My brother is a traditional four. He can stretch the defense. He has great range. He has a variety of post moves, and I'm more of a wing player, just a scorer. I mean, that's what I do. That's what I always do. I can just score the ball real well and just do other things too. Marcus, my brother, he's my best friend. We've been through everything together. We have all the same tattoos. In college, we had all the same classes. In high school, we had all the same classes. That's my guy. A lot of my tattoos just symbolize me and my brother. Just starting by this tattoo on my right arm, just my city. You know what I mean? Philadelphia. And me and Keith actually standing back. Somebody drew a picture of us standing back to back, and it says Twin Towers. Growing up in Philadelphia, I mean, just like any other kid that come out of Philly, it's tough times, but that's what make me the person I am today. I had a mom that's single parent, just like a lot of other guys, but I mean, she pushed me and my brother to become best players we can. It was times where, you know, she couldn't provide for us, and she had to work 2 jobs, and you know, times when we lost our home, and she just, you know, she always stayed there for us. She always, you know, had our backs. I was in class one day and got a phone call from my neighbor, and he just was told us that, I mean, our house was on fire. He lived right across from us, and I mean, at first I didn't take him serious because he's one of them guys that plays a lot, so I didn't take him serious, and just called my mom just to see if he was telling the truth, because my mom worked at Temple Hospital, which was 5 minutes away. So she came around the corner and found that our house had burned down completely. I had a game that day, and I was actually going to skip the game, but she told me to just stay. Played the game, scored about 30. She told me not to come home. When we came home, it just didn't have nothing. You know what I mean? We just got there, and everything that we always had, and trophies and dogs, cats, everything was gone. And then we moved my grandparents in the basement. Probably the ceiling was probably 6'5". I mean, and it was 3 of us, me and Markeith and my oldest brother, that lived there with kerosene heaters and things like that. Family over everything is our motto. I mean, that we had growing up. Me and my brother are so tight that we always stayed together. And when we got to Kansas, when we became the captains of the team, we felt as though we had to bring the guys in and make it more of a family thing than just a team thing. Playing with my brother is like playing with your best friend every day. We get along so well, and we know each other's game so well. For us to have to part ways in the NBA is definitely going to be hard. We definitely going to hold our own also, so, you know, it would definitely be a blessing if we would go to the same team, and I hope the general manager's watching. I hope they draft us to the same team.
Hot Top Faded. I wanted to do something different my senior year. And growing up, my father always had what I used to call it a box cut. So, you know, in dedication to him having a big senior year, I figured I would have it. I get props for it. It's different, you know, everybody likes, you know, to see something different. Plus, I performed well this year, so I think everyone likes it. My game kind of reminds me of a better shooting Rajon Rondo. My mom and my dad, they always say, you know, be a leader, you know, and be a follower. And playing quarterback and playing point guard, you have to be the leader in that sport. My cousin Trent Cole Jr., defensive end, number 58 for the Philadelphia Eagles. He's also from a Dayton area, and he's taught me that, you know, you have to work hard. If you want something, you have to work hard. You know, every play, every day in practice, you go out there and play like it's your last. Hard work's paid off, and I finally get to be able to support my family. I know that that's just the beginning step, you know, meeting the commissioner, walking across the stage, that's just the beginning.
What's up? My name is Jimmer Fredette. I played my college ball at BYU, Brigham Young University out in Provo, Utah. My all-time sports hero, you know, I always watched John Stockton growing up for basketball, playing in the Utah Jazz, just a small white guy. He made it in the NBA and was a great point guard, one of the best point guards of all time. My family is just very, very sports-oriented. All the way up to both of my grandparents. My mom's grandfather was a longtime coach in the area and is in the Hall of Fame back there and has a couple parks named after him and everything. So my mom and my dad they grew up in the same town, a little place called Whitehall, New York, and they just loved sports. So I got a competitive spirit, you know, at a young age. TJ, my brother, he's a great guy. He's 7 years older than I am, and he's a guy that was really hands-on with me, you know, in my development for basketball and for life. One thing people don't know, probably that I can juggle. And people don't really know about anything about that, but yeah, I learned how to juggle when I was younger with my uncle. My most memorable basketball moment was probably this year. We went back and played a game in my hometown, Glens Falls, New York, and it's just a small town in upstate New York, and they've never had a college basketball game in the Civic Center in downtown. It was a crazy atmosphere. got like a 2-minute standing ovation before, you know, the game started when my name was called. So it was real emotional just to see everybody that you grew up with, grew up loving and having a good time with. And to be at this point and still see that they're very supportive, even though I moved 2,000 miles away to play basketball. It was a touching moment for me, something I'll never forget.
I'm Derek Williams from the University of Arizona. The whole enchilada from La Mirada. It's a nickname. You know, it kind of rhymed, and you know, people just took that and just kept going with it. And you know, I don't mind it. It's pretty funny to me. I was always underrated. And I always feel like I had a chip on my shoulder, just trying to prove people wrong whenever I was on the court. And you know, just trying to make a name for myself. And the only way I was going to make a name for myself is just to outplay that person that was supposedly better than me or that was guarding me. You know, a lot of my attitude and just the way I was brought up was basically from my mom. You know, she was always on me about just staying humble and always be respectful. I don't even know what to expect about the draft night. I think my mom's main emotion would probably be, you know, she'll probably cry. I think so. And she'll just be so happy and joyful, just because, you know, she knows how hard I've worked and, you know, what it's taken just to get even this far. I'll probably be just excited as her. You know, sometimes, you know, it's good to cry, so I wouldn't doubt that if I did cry. You know, hopefully I keep my emotions in and just smile up there. I think the Cavs should take me first because I'm a diverse player. I can play multiple positions. I can guard multiple positions. And I can play inside and outside. You know, I think many teams need 6'9", small forward that can, you know, pick and pop, that can take people off the dribble. If the Cavs choose me first, you know, there will be no number 23. I'm just trying to get that number out of there. You know, it was LeBron's number and it was Jordan's number. So, you know, I'm not trying to be like any of those two players. I'm trying to be my own player. And, you know, whatever number I pick, you know, it won't be 23 if Cleveland chooses me as number 1. You know, I'm just trying to cut off on the sweet tea right now and just trying to get my weight down and just trying to get as fit as possible for the draft. I drink sweet tea with you know, with anything. And, you know, I actually got my diet plan started as soon as the season ended. And, you know, the diet, the first thing it said was no sweet tea. And that really hit me. I was ready to cry when it said no sweet tea. That's my favorite drink. You know, if I could, I'd drink that on the bench at the games. I can't even, there we go.
Hello, my name is DeAndre Rodriguez from the University of Kentucky. I started playing ball in the 6th grade, and from now, let's continue to play. The NBA player that best describes my game is Tony Allen, because we had similar games, and we both great defenders. In high school, I wasn't a big-time scorer, but I did score. In college, I was more the defender. In high school, I was more a little bit of a scorer. Me playing alongside with Brandon Knight was a thrill throughout the year. They're a good role model to look up to, and his preparation and how hard he works, I looked up to that. Being a new father is great to have a little one by your side, and it's being not only do it for me, but doing it for him too. My son inspires me a lot, and he look up to me as a role model. Just thinking about the things I've been through to get to this point, and I just been very emotional. Me growing up in the projects all my life and going through ups and downs, and brother getting killed and father dying, all them things come back to mind on that night. I think they'll be very proud of me and they'll wish me the best.
I'm Jimmy Butler from Tomball, Texas. I pride myself on defense because I think defense wins games. My coach always told me that, you know, offense would sell tickets, but defense would definitely win championships. Right now, if I had to compare my game to anybody, it'd probably be Wesley Matthews.
My name is Jordan Williams. I play at the University of Maryland. I just grew up in a basketball family. You know, my uncle played at UConn. My dad played his whole life. My mom played a little bit in high school, so I kind of grew into it and kind of built a love for the game at a young age. I think that, you know, a lot of my career I've been kind of overlooked, and you know, I've been, you know, kind of like the pudgy kid or the kid who, you know, not very athletic or can't do this, or a lot of people talk about what I can't do. So that's kind of put a chip on my shoulder and just kind of, made me work extra hard and to prove those people wrong. And right now, I really like Zach Randolph's game, and not only because of what he did in the playoffs. I've liked his game his whole career. He's kind of had my story a little bit, just as far as people kind of overlooked him, and he was kind of underappreciated a little bit earlier in his career. Gary Williams taught me a lot about the game. He was a great teacher. He really knew. He's been on our game for so long. He really knew so much about the game, and he knew all the small details, whether it was getting positions down low or specific spots on defense, or about being a good teammate. And he really emphasized being good off the court. It was really important for him too, and being a good student and things like that. So I really, he was like a father figure to me while I was at the University of Maryland. To be able to come from where I came from, in a small town in Connecticut, and to bring myself to where I'm able to get drafted is just a lifetime dream I've had, since I was 10 years old.